Good morning, good morning. Thank you, good Lord, for a new day to trade. Not financial advice, educational purposes only. Shorting small caps is very risky. Let's get started. So, I haven't taken any trades today. So, coming in here, fresh start. ABP is obviously the main mover this morning. Locates are outrageous, so I'm not interested. Good morning, good morning. Gonna take a trade today, T-Mac. Watch. Anyone know if there was any news yesterday on ABP? Is this the one that, yeah, is it Goldman Sachs? They're like a 6 or 7% stake in the company, something like that. It was hard to find the news. A few of us overlooked it. But I didn't play it yesterday and after hours. It's like the only one I didn't play. I don't know, I just had a bad feeling about it. And I'm glad I didn't because this thing pushed. Watch MBOT. Yeah, I had it pulled up. Is this one, what's the market cap on this one? MBOT. Yeah, 123, not bad. So, yeah, if this one pushes back towards the 200, I'll be interested for sure. PHIO. Is it moving? Yeah, we're getting a little pop here, but not much on it yet. But just going to set expectations from the beginning. It's been a slow few days pre-market. So hopefully that changes today, but man, it's been pretty brutal. PHIO looks like it might push a little here. It's got some little random wicks down in this like area, 107, 108, but I'd like to see a little more on it. How do you like the scanner? I like that it's free. I wish I could customize it, but overall, I am satisfied. Thanks for the recommendation. I got them in my ears. Can you hear it? You shouldn't be able to hear it. I got earphones in. So PHIO pushing up a little bit. What is it up now? About 20%? So announces safety monitoring committee positive wrap up on lead clinical candidate. That looks like some weak news. That news seems weak. Announces safety monitoring committee. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I should have already got an entry at 110. Dang it. Let's see. I'm gonna start scaling in this one small and just build a position. The news just feels super weak, guys. So I got in at 109 first entry. Let me look at the float on this one. I think it's pretty small. But I'm gonna scale into this one. I like the early pops. 11 million float, I like that. 11 million market cap. basically all red on AskEdgar except for cash needs. So I'm gonna scale into this one. The news seems weak. Dropping a little bit, but let's see if we get even more of a flush. The only thing I don't like is it's just not up that much. So I'm in a couple thousand shares already. Again, I just think it's weak news. Anything can happen, but not too impressed. And it's phase 1B trial. Yes, this is not too impressive. It could keep pushing. That's the thing, is like, even though it's bad news, it could push. I don't know where the top is with these things, but again, I'm gonna scale into it if it does. I want to see if it cracks and breaks down though, so I haven't taken any profit yet. I probably should have been scalping it more than anything, but I think this one has a chance for a round trip. Let's see. Like I said, anything can happen, so scaling in slowly. Pushing a little here. My next entry I think is around 115 because I got a pretty good size now, a couple thousand shares. Not big, but again, it's only up 25%, so I don't want to get too heavy too early. So kind of just watching this one, guys. Expecting it to break down here at some point. Seeing some pretty big bids on it though. Somebody's trying to keep it from going down. But I have my first exit waiting at like 102, 103, I believe. If it wants to wick down there. And then I want to hold the rest for a round trip. Here we go. Let's see if we, again, there's big bids, but I really do think it's going to break down at some point. And it might be this candle. Added a little bit more again, 113. Since that's kind of been the top of its range, went ahead and added a little there. And then I have another order at 115 and 119. Being a little aggressive with this one, but I just am not impressed with the news. I'm not impressed with the stock. Not impressed with the move, but let's see. If y'all see anything else, let me know. Oh, it's pushing now. If y'all see anything else, let me know. So I had an order waiting at 115 that just got filled. And the next one's at 119. I don't think it's going to get there, but just in case. So I'm gonna trim a little here, get my size back down. I got up to 3,500 shares, so trimmed a little right there on the retrace. Just get my size back down in the green, but not by much. More just to control sizing. Not very big in it. It's only $1 stock, so 3,500 is still a relatively small thing, but here we go. Let's see if we get that little flush to 102, 103 I was expecting. And then see if it breaks down. That was kind of a dirty move on the longs. Did y'all dirty. trimmed a little at 104. It's just not like completely flushing, so trimmed a little at 104. Still think it's going to break down, but went ahead and took a little bit off. The 200s at 180. Yeah, we ain't getting there on this news. In this current market we're in, everything's so weak. Shouldn't say we're not going to. Anything can happen, but I would be extremely surprised if we get up there. And then we got AZI pushing now. I think I hear the scanner is losing its mind. Here we go. Sketchy Chinese, guys, but I have a level marked right here. I don't know what it is. Up here at 226, 228. That's some levels that's previously popped to. And we're getting that PHIO flush, so I might wait and see if this one pushes a little bit more, since PHIO is going my way. Just hit my 102 fill. So happy about that. Tempted to get into AZI though, but I want to see if it pushes back up one more time. Because it's only up 20%, 19, 20%. It's not really a ticker I want to get in early. But it could flush. So AZI's got some crypto news, which has been pretty weak lately. If it pushes acting like the 220s, 230s, I'll get a position, but I don't really like it right here. Again, it'll probably flush. Crypto news has been weak. But Chinese 2 million float. Don't want to get in early. Whatever happened to my PHIO? Okay, I'm just leaving some runners here. All right, I'm thinking about getting an entry here. So I got my first little stab on AZI, small though. And again, this is Chinese low float. Remember the one that got us? Oh, there's no more shares available. So don't like that, because that prevents me from being able to manage the position. So if it keeps pushing, I'm probably just going to get out, because I can't manage it if there's no more locates. So I only grabbed a few hundred in the beginning, so I'm not going to be able to manage it. That was not supposed to just be a one entry play. So I'm gonna see what this candle does here. but I'm probably gonna just get out, break even. All right, we're back to my entry, 225. So, well, it bounced back up pretty quick. Oh, now I'm in the green, so I'm just gonna get out here. 224. I'm just not, the reason, guys, I can't manage it. Like, if I can't get more locates, this is supposed to be one I scale into. So I'm gonna leave a couple hundred right here just to see if it flush back to VWAP. But if we start pushing, breaking a new high, yeah, I'm gonna just get out. Yeah, can't manage a position like that. Oh, good, and it's pushing too. So yeah, basically break even on that one. Just got in, got out. I don't like when I can't like get more locates, because again, this was supposed to be a little bit more of a scaling in one. So PHIO dropped all the way below $1. So I'm still holding 1,000 runners. I'm just going to try to forget about these, but pretty good average, a little over 110. So AZI might keep pushing if shorts can't get in. So then it's getting some volume. So it's probably just going to be on a void for now. But what was the news again? Invest 1.1 billion counters. Let's see. Wait, acquisition of 1.87 billion digital assets from crypto giant. Yeah. This news hasn't been too strong lately. Look, now they're back available. Oh, they are available and they're cheap now. Twice it said no shares available for me. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. PHIO. Do I close here? Only up about 80 bucks on these 1,000 runners. So I kind of wanted to see this one flush a little bit more. I don't know if it's going to, but I don't know if I'm being greedy or if I should just get out here. I'm gonna just leave them. I don't like AZI right here, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. Watch price action, but as of right now, no play. But the crypto headlines have been pretty weak. What we've been seeing is like a decent initial push, and then they just give it all back. And it'll probably stay that way until Bitcoin breaks a new high, which it's far off from doing. A big if and when, but that's what caused the chaos last time. Remember, market makers don't need short locate. Yeah, but I do. PHIO, little bounce. I love to read. Oh yeah, I might. Well, let me see. Might wait to see if it pushes a little more, because it's just, there's not much on this move. I'd love to add here at VWAP, but it's just not much on the move. I could slam it with some size though, I guess. but I'm just going to leave it for now. So just watching AZI. Don't love it, don't hate it, but I don't really like where it's at here, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it. PHIO looks like it. I'll reject VWAP here, but again, there's just not a lot on this play. It's only up 13 cents now, so holding on to the 1,000 just in case it round trips by the end of the call. PHIO pushing a little here. PHIO back at 2 cents. Since most attention's on AZI, I assume. Breaking down. How do they have 1.1 billion? No, that's the good question. I haven't looked into the filing, but there's a guarantee there's going to be some dilution on shareholders. That's why when I haven't even looked at it, but watch this. I guarantee when I pull up the daily, it's going to be ugly. What a surprise. It's ugly. They just go down. That's what these do. That's why I like short selling. I'm following the trend. It's funny because it looks like I'm not shorting the top, but the trend is these. That's all these companies do. They just steal money from you, from the market, pump it, then dilute. So they'll find a way to get the money. Because if you go on Webull, you'll see the people that are diamond handing these plays. And there's nothing you can tell them. You know, if you're a short seller, you're evil. So it's a fun game we play. pushing here. Strong move. And a complete flush. Man, I should have got an entry there. It's cooked. Dang. MDCX is pushing here. I don't know much about this company, so I'm looking it up. 17 million. Dang, I wish I would have got an entry on this one. It's Canadian. Should have just took a stab at it real quick. But 17 million float, 27 market cap, all red on AskEdgar. Let me see what the news is. Receives FDA study may proceed clearance for phase 2 study in advanced prostate cancer. Nice job, Jelani. I was reluctant to enter big on PHIO because I saw the 200s were at $1.80 and I thought it was reasonable to pop to. Can you talk why you didn't think it would get up there? Yeah, it's just the current market condition we're in. It's just a very weak, it's a very short friendly market, and I just didn't think the news was very strong on it, so didn't think it was going to get there. I mean, that's basically it in a nutshell. The news was not that impressive, and in the current market we're in, to get this ticker to 180, it either needs a nano float, super impressive news, or just, you know, hella manipulation. I pay a lot of attention to the market conditions because again, if it was like a super hot market, maybe, but yeah, that's kind of the best way I can explain it. DXF, a little pump back up here. I mean, it likes to flush pretty quick. It just doesn't look very liquid, so I'm probably gonna leave it alone. I could see that candle. Probably gonna sit this one out, AZI. I'm probably just gonna be a little cautious with it. You know what it kind of makes me think of? That one that was it, the NPT. It's both Chinese and small float, but not tiny. How like we were playing it and we were catching all these like quick moves off of it. So I'm gonna just sit on my hands with it. And I don't think that's gonna happen with this one, but it's kind of making me this quick flush that hit the 250 and immediately flush like that. Bro, PHIO doesn't want a round trip. But again, I'm pretty deep in the money. It is what it is, but I still think it's going to go to 90 cents here before the session's over. We'll see. But out of most of my play. But anyways, this is the only one I've played so far. So we'll see what else pops up here. But as of right now, I'm probably going to leave AZI alone. I feel like it's trying to lure me in. So that was a nice catch, Jelani. 243 to 214. Let's go. I love when they flush immediately like that. That's a 1 minute candle. That's not even a 5 minute candle. 250 to 217. Well, it still feels slow for sure, but at least there's been a couple plays, whether we played them or not. So beggars can't be choosers, I guess. So I will just wait until we see something else. If y'all have any questions, let me know. But as of right now, I don't have much to say, so I'm gonna mute. I need to run downstairs for like 30 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. If you haven't liked the video, I appreciate the likes, the subs, any type of love you can give, appreciate it. PHIO, still not dying. It's back for more. Again, it's not up enough that I really want to add here at VWAP. It's only up 18%, so. Could I make money on it? Yeah, I could add some size here and then just catch a little flush, but it's not a spot I really want to add size, so just gonna watch it. If it pushes back up to 112, 114-ish, I would add, but not here. What is EWCZ? I don't know. Let me pull it up. European Wax Center. That's what it is. It looks like a buyout. Oh, look at y'all. Y'all are on it before I am. But yeah, it looks like a buyout to me. Arcadia Trade. What's the scale? Oh, that's Arcane. I was like, never mind. Saw Arcadia Trader, and then that scanner I've been using is Arcane. I was like, confused me a little bit. But all cash transaction, yeah. Oops. Get a little bit higher. I'm gonna start adding to this position. All right, added a little at 110. I'm gonna add a little more at 112, and a little more 113 and 14. I'm gonna scale into it cent by cent. Again, medium conviction on this one, guys. The reason why it's only medium is just because it's just not up enough. If this was up 50%, I would have high conviction on it, but it's just not up a lot. So still think it's going to flush, but again, it's only up 23%, 21 cents. So and we back down. I'm seeing some big asks with a K. ACI finally broke down below VWAP. Yeah, I would like to see it get under 208 to be pretty confirmed, to confirm that it's going to flush though. But it does look weak. It does look very weak here. I agree. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if AZI does flush though, because again, the backside of a Chinese move is usually pretty nice, and crypto news just really hasn't been holding up. But just kind of didn't want to take a chance on this one. Not going to force it. QNC, what? QNC, did it say X? Oh, I think it did, but this one's under 50 cents. It's been running since 12 cents though. Back under VWAP on PHIO, but again, it's just kind of dancing around this area. So I'm just going to hold it, see if we get back to dollar level where it kind of based out at. I'll trim the ones I added and then just go back to holding those 1,000 shares, but pretty slow. Not seeing a lot, guys. This is the slowest day I've ever had, but still managed to squeeze out 632. Brutal, but not complaining. No, Danny, the market's been, honestly, last weekend, the start of this week's been pretty brutal. But 632, that's not bad for this action we have. Okay, here we go. PHIO dropping a little bit lower. I'm gonna trim. Here we go. What I added. Oh my gosh. I almost shorted it instead of covered, but I caught myself. But yeah, not making much today. These moves they're not big enough, and I don't want to add more share count. So, I mean, if it pushes up, I will, but not at the levels it was at, so. Maybe 8 o'clock will have some, again, I might just size up a little bit on the rest of the plays if they look decent, just because I don't think we're going to get very many. 112 just got filled. PHIO wants to push, but I don't know if it has enough in it. Let's see. What did AZI end up doing? Still kind of doing the same thing. Tried to break above VWAP. Looks like it failed. Yeah, this one might keep dropping. Yeah, it's looking pretty weak. So PHIO, let's see if my 113 got filled. Try not to get lured into AZI, but man, this thing looks like it's going to crack very soon. PHIO retesting highs. I actually didn't have a 113 order, but I had one at 114, so got that one filled. So let's see what it does at this level. Oh, this is brutal, 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 brutal. 5 minutes and we'll get some more PRs. So hopefully there'll be a little more action. PHIO pushing, trying to push back up. What is AZI doing? Yeah, it was looking weak, so not too surprised it's making a new low here. Should have slid an order in, but all good. PHIO, don't break a new high. Like through all this trash, watching you barely move. Seeing a lot of big bids pop up here at 114, so let's see what happens. See if they break a new high on it. EVMN, I think is what it said. What is this? PHIO just made a push. My 119 filled. So I'm about to slam it right here, guys. So I'm getting my size up. I'm pushing it just in case it retraces after this move. Oh my gosh. That's why I was slamming it. Oh, ooh, I'm out. Oh my gosh. I banked on that. Thank God we're back up there. Might slam it again, honestly. So I did add some more to it. Right then, but just going to kind of watch it here, see what happens. That was a nice flush. I don't know what. All right, it's almost 8 o'clock, so let's see if we get some more news. I'm still in PHIO because I added back whenever it bounced back up, but EVMN, whatever this sketchy thing's doing, is pushing. Oh my goodness, it went up to 24 bucks.
ABP. CNET. AZI.
The PHIO makes another move to VWAP. I'll probably just get out and just with this play so I don't overstay my welcome. Anything else moving at 8? Did we not get any movers at 8 o'clock? Dang, it's such trash. EVGN just had some news. EVGN. And we're at some 200s. I'm grabbing some locates on it. All right, I'm in. Not the best feel, but all right, I'm covering. Didn't make that much on it, but caught a little move on it. A little slow to it, but like I said, caught a little move. What is PHIO doing? It's still trying to push. And this is about where my average is anyway, so. What's your average on PHIO? Honestly, John, I don't know what it was whenever you probably asked that. It was like 111, 112, and then I slammed it on that move up. Added, I think, another 4K shares, so it got it way up, and then when it flushed, obviously, it banged, but I don't know what my average was. But right now, my average is 123, but I'm only in 2,000 shares, so. And that's intentional, just in case it tries to push here. So I want to see what it's trying to do. AZI, nice fade. Fade of the morning, probably. But yeah, I like this one less and less now. So I'm only in a couple thousand shares, and if it starts breaking new highs, I might just leave it alone, to be honest. I'm not trying to, in this slow day, just slowly average up with this play. It sounds miserable. So I'm gonna see if it does a little retrace to VWAP before it makes another move up. But low expectations at this point. $95 is key. Which one are we talking about? Dave, what are we talking about? 95 is key. It's not a 95 for miles. goodness. You got me excited too. It said it was up 50%. I think to $1, maybe at one point. EVGN bouncing back up, but I'm not interested now. Not on the second move. PHIO, let's see if it breaks a new high here. Like I said, I'll probably just stop out if it does start holding over 130, because I just don't want to play the average up game with this one. I'd like to see it retrace back to VWAP before the next move up, but let's see what happens. Because it should retrace here at some point though. It's kind of a good distance off of VWAP, so see if it breaks a new high before it does that. You know what, I might add to it, because again, let's see, I'll see what price action says, and then I'll decide. Because if it's like a slow grind above 130, I'm not interested. But if we get one of those quick moves again, maybe. So we're above 130. Still kind of just watching. Man, I might add a little here because it's, again, it's so far off VWAP now. I feel like it's gonna, so added a little bit 130. So I'm only in 3,000 shares, so still nothing too crazy. If we keep pushing to 140, I'll probably add a little more. And then if it keeps holding, I might just leave it alone. But I think we should get a little retrace here. It's a bunch of green candles. On the 5-minute, could see it coming back to the VWAP at some point, but again, not super confident, so I'm only in 3,000 shares. This is a terrible trading pre-market session though. EVMN, is that one still doing that crazy? EVMN, look at this thing. Thing's a beast. KUST had some news, but it's not doing anything. What's the story with EVM? Like, this is out of my price range, but now I'm curious. 12 million float, 300 million market cap, positive top line data from phase 2. Seems excessive, but No, we're in new highs, all-time highs, it looks like. This thing's still pushing. Yeah, PHIO is a disaster of a company though, so AskEdgar is all red except for their cash need, which is a good thing. How much cash they have? Yeah, they have about 32 months of cash, but a lot of dilution history, a lot of overhang, a lot of warrants. But let's see if we get this flush back to VWAP like I was wanting. Looks like we're starting it, so let's see. I'm shorting. I could tell by your last comment about chasing highs. I was like, this dude thinks I'm long. No, okay. But you said, yeah, but you said I would not chase highs, and I was like, this, yeah, he thinks I'm long. Yeah, all good. Not a problem. So just watching PHIO, see if we ever come back to VWAP. EVMN is pushing. Yeah, I have no idea why PHIO is so strong right now. Like it was dead, and now it's ready for it to come back to VWAP. It's going to, but this one's painful right now. Next pullback on EVMN, is it a long? Get back to the 9. Where's it at? Yeah, I mean, I still think we're going to come back to VWAP here in a second, but just putting up a good fight. See if it breaks 125 here. We could drop after that, but let's see. See if we break a new low of this move. AZI round trip. Yeah, I picked the wrong one to round trip. I mean, the Chinese ones usually do. That's why I can't avoid them, but that one had me a little sketched out earlier. How do you avoid from getting caught up in a one-day pump and have to cover? You just same thing as going long. You know, just gotta have a stop. When you see it's pumping, get out. I mean, I don't know, bro. It's hard to explain. It's case by case, but yeah, if you see things going your way, not going your way, breaking key levels, stop out. Never trade more than you're willing to lose. So we're dropping down here. So back in the money. Did KUST finally start moving? It did move a little bit. So we're flushing. So I'm trimming, guys, because I'm in the money now. So I'm not going to try to make it a super like flush all the way back and round trip. I'm just taking my small little profit. Not going to make much this stream, but that's all right. I already caught one weird move on this one. That one earlier was a little odd, the way it flushed, but I'll take it. I'm still holding on to a little bit just in case it wants to drop a little more. But if we start getting above 125, I'll probably just, that's where my average is. Well, a little over it. But if it gets to 125, just so it doesn't go red on me. So it's at 125. If it gets up to 126, I'm just gonna get out with my runners. This has been not a fun play though. There's nothing really moving. KUST still pushing. So let me start looking at some dailies on this one. See what we have. So I would love it up here from about like 181 to about 195 in that range. That would be beautiful, but that's a long ways off. This is when probably this might go down as one of the slowest live streams I've ever done. I think this is the only play. Yeah, this is the only play I've traded. Oh, brutal. This market's been tough. AZI round trip. Man. That's why I still play these Chinese. Again, I don't blame newbies for avoiding. I don't blame people that's been doing it for 10 years avoiding. A lot of people avoid Chinese, but these are the type of moves that keep me from avoiding them. So high risk, high reward. But I didn't play it today though. A little funky price action up here. a little spooked. So, but I'm out of PHIO because, like I said, I stopped out at 126 just so it wouldn't keep going against me, since it's kind of grinding up. But yeah, I'll see if there's any 830 plays, guys, but I'm not going to force it. I mean, I've been making most of my money lately during the regular session anyways. Pre-market's just been too brutal lately. I don't know what's going on with it. Well, now we're getting this crazy move on PHIO. Do I add one more time? Man, tired of this play, honestly, though. We do have some. If it gets over 140, I will, but I don't feel like adding right here. Could it flush? Yeah, but like I said, I'm kind of over this play, if I'm being honest. Yeah, where'd you say it was at? 180? Oh, and they're both stacked there too. Yeah, I would love for it to, because look at this. It's the bottom side of this. This little section of the chart too. And that was only in August. And that kind of aligns with the 200. So yeah, if it gets up there, but again, I would be very shocked if it gets all the way up there. That'd have to be what, 100% plus move, and I just don't think it has it in it. But who knows? Dang, T-Mac. So I didn't even know that Trade the Pool had pre-market stops too. Yeah, if it gets to 140, I'll probably play it. But again, like, this is, thank y'all for even sticking around. This is, I mean, I don't even know if I would. This is brutal. HVIO. No. What was this? EVMN. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like I was saying, the backside Chinese, like, I would love to act like I'm that surprised by this move, but this is what they do almost every time. So yeah, a lot of times there's some sketchiness going on. But yeah, that's a hard sell off for sure. And insane. I got out too early. Most of us do, bro. Don't beat yourself up. It's hard to know that this was about to do this. But at least you caught some of the move. I didn't even catch any of it. I'm still a little spooked from MPT. All right, 3 minutes until the 8:30 PRs come out. But if nothing's moving after that, I'm gonna wrap up. Got other things I can do. EVMN popping back up. This might be the short here, honestly, but I'm not going to. I don't think. Would make it pretty exciting though. What's the locates on this one? I might short this thing. Oh, I'm not going to short this thing. Now that, well, see if it holds 30. It looks like it's going to hold. Yeah. I thought it might struggle at that 30 level, but this thing is looking strong now, so I'm not going to mess with it. PHIO finally fallen a little bit, but again, no position. Wanted to potentially try to take a long on this. I wish I would have now. This thing is squeezing. Y'all think it keeps squeezing? I'm discussed KUST moving. Oh, did we get any 830 PRs? Let's see. We did. So let's see if we get some things moving. Bro, EVMN is pushing. It's hard to get a gauge on this one. I kind of want to short on it, but it's just too, I'm going to pass. There's a lot of things I don't like about it. So I'm not seeing any 830 news. Honestly, I am pretty underwhelmed. So on this note, hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit more active, but this might be the worst pre-market ever. I only played one play and it was trash. So anyways, I'll see all y'all that's in the Discord a little bit later. Probably gonna skip market open, come back a little bit after the market opens, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. This was brutal. All right, see y'all.